Hello children. Today we are going to talk about informal letters. In this lesson we are going to talk about what is a letter, whom we can write a letter, and some tips to write a personal letter. At the end of this lesson, I will give you a sample letter that will help you to understand how we are going to write a personal letter. Let's find out what is a letter. A letter is written or printed message to someone. That means you can write or type a message to someone. Someone means known or unknown person. දන්නා කෙනෙකුට හෝ නොදන්නා කෙනෙකුට වාට ලිපි ලියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මෙතනදී අපි කතා කරන්නේ personal letters නේ. එහෙනම් ඔයා ලියන්නේ දන්නා අයට තමයි ලිපි ලියන්නේ. Right, let's find out whom you can write personal letters. You can write personal letters to well-known people. And you can write personal letters to your friend, maybe a family member, and also you can write a personal letter to your pen friend. Parts of an informal letter. As you know, there are 6 parts. Number 1, sender's address, date, salutation, body of the letter, closing if not closure, and your signature. For signature, you can write your name also. Right. I think you might understand the parts of a letter. Now my question is, how you arrange these parts in a letter? Let's find out how you are going to use these parts in a letter. In previous slide, you identified the parts of an informal letter. I think you remember I asked you a question. I asked how you are going to use those parts in a letter. For that, we have to use format. There are 2 formats we can use to write a letter. Number 1 is semi-block format and number 2 is full block format. Right, now we are going to find out what are these formats. Now we are going to identify semi-block format. Earlier, we used this format broadly to write letters. Even in today, some people use this format to write letters. So what is the significant thing in this format? As you see in this slide, sender's address and your signature, we aligned on the right side of the letter. And other parts you can use as you see in this slide. Here you see full block format. Nowadays, we broadly use this format to write letters. Okay, who can tell me what are the main changes you can see in this format? Yes, as you see, we have aligned all the parts of the letter on the left side. You see here sender's address, date, salutation, body of the letter, closing, and your name we have brought on the left side. Right. I think you have clear idea about these formats. Now we can move to write a letter. Okay, let's start to write a letter. Now I want you to focus your attention for the occasions that can be used to write personal letters. මොන වගේ වෙලාවල් වලටද පුද්ගලික ලිපි ලියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ කියලා. You can write personal letter to thank someone. As an example, you received a book from your friend, so you can write thanking letter to that particular friend. You can write apologizing letters. As an example, you borrowed a book from your friend, but you forgot to return it. When you return the book, you can write apologizing letter. Think, you want to invite someone. You want to invite your friend to your birthday party. So you can write inviting letter to that particular friend. And you can write condolence letter. What is condolence letter? As an example, there was a funeral, but you couldn't attend that funeral. At that time, you can write condolence letter. මළගේකට යන්න බැරි වුණා. ඒකට ඔයාගේ condolence එක පෙන්වන්න ලියන letter එකක්. In personal letters, we broadly use to ask and give information. Right? We can ask information from your friend, from your relative, or you can give some information to your friend or your relative. At last, you can give opinion or suggestions, sometimes advices. As an example, there is a friend, he is struggling to manage his studies. At that time, you can give some suggestions to do his study in better way. You can give some advice also. So those are the occasions we can use to write personal letters. Now I want to share some important phrases and sentences to start a personal letter. Normally, we recall our knowledge where it needed. අපිට ඕන වෙලාවට අපි අපේ දැනුම ආවර්ජනය කරන්නේ. As same here, if you can keep these sentences in your mind, you can recall where it needed. ඕනි වෙන වෙලාවට වට මතක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. And also, it will help you to write a good letter. Now, we are going to find out how we can start a letter. You can start a letter. Thanks for your letter. Now think, you received a letter from your friend, so you can thank him and start the letter. And also, as same as I received your letter day before yesterday, so I thought to write your letter. Like, you can start your letter. And in very formal way, you can start, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Likewise, you can start your letter. After starting a letter, how are you going to continue your letter? In the body of the letter, at least we use 2-3 paragraphs. In these paragraphs, you want to write everything in your mind. If not, according to the question, you should arrange the things. ඔයා ප්‍රශ්නෙට අනුව දේවල් හදාගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාගේ හිතේ තියෙන දේවල් ටික මේ paragraphs වල ඔයා ලියන්න ඕනේ. Right. Check following sentences. First one. I am writing this letter to. Right, you can write, I am writing this letter to inform you about our almsgiving. Likewise, you can continue your letter. If not, I thought I would try to tell you about my arrangement for O-level examination. Right, next one. It was lovely to hear that you have obtained good result for your O-level examination. And sometime I'm glad to invite you on my birthday party. If you write an invitation letter, you can use this last one. As I told you earlier, we use at least 2-3 paragraphs in the body of the letter. අපි අපේ letter එක complete කරගන්න body of the letter එකේදී paragraph දෙක තුනක් ලියනවානේ. So, at the end of the letter, you can use following sentences to complete your letter. Okay, look here. Well, that's all for now. Write back soon. Looking forward to hearing from you again. Please give my regards to your family. Please give my regards to your brother. As I told you, if you keep these things in your mind, you can recall it where it needed. Finally, see how we can end our letter. Well, that's all for now. Looking forward to hearing from you again. Please give my regards to your family. You can use those sentences to end your letter. At the bottom of the letter, you can use these phrases to finish your task. Right? We call that closure. Right? How you can close your letter? You can write your friend with love, your son or your daughter. Remember, after that, you have to put a comma. After you use these phrases, you have to put a comma before you write your name or signature. Now I am going to give you some tips. These tips will help you to write a good personal letter. First one, you can use easy and informal language. You don't need to stuck in formal language. Second one, you can use phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs කියලා කියන්නේ ක්‍රියාපදයක් සහ නිපාතයක් එකතු කරලා හදාගත්ත වචන. උදාහරණ විදිහට keep up, get in. And also you can use imperatives. Imperatives කියන්නේ without subject, you can use some phrases. Write soon, send it. These phrases we use as commands. And also you can use contracted form, shortened form. I am කියන එක I'm වෙනවා. I would කියන එක I'd වෙනවා. Likewise, you can use those things. Remember, if you want to write good personal letter, you should practice continuously. පරණ ප්‍රශ්න පත්‍ර හොයාගෙන ඒ වගේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න වලට ඔයා උත්තර ලියන්න ඕනේ. If you practice well, you will able to write good personal letter.